Thanks. And of course, be careful not to let it slip. I'll tell everyone all about your true identity. You're a former Stellaron hunter, aren't you? Oh, just imagine the chain reaction that would... Doesn't this feel like the opening scene of a comedy? Two people who barely know each other, yet they're keeping each other's destiny is... No surprise there. After all, both comedy and fortune... All right, looks like the side effects have worn off. Time for...
And you? Are you okay?
What just happened?
I was so confused. I couldn't see a thing.
I saw everything. The Nameless from the Express smashed Sparksy right into the wall with...
That was such an epic fight, as expected from a cut.
Looks like the students have all recovered from the...
Did they recover?
Sparksy probably didn't expect that the first miracle of the Phantasmoon games compared to a streamer reflecting people's desires. The fearless trailblazer. Show mercy. Or don't. No, I'm just kidding. The audience in this Arcadia doesn't go easy on losers at the games. She'll lose her wish powers. You can hand her over to the Department of Aberration Defense for imprisonment, or set her free. As a supplicant who's become the focus of all,
When she absorbed me, I thought it was all over. Thankfully, gray hair, you won this one. 1 point. Who knows? But come on, doesn't that sound insanely cool? I'm totally adding this to Miss Sparkle's 132 origin stories. Maybe we're all just masks that someone else. The tavern? They might kick up a fuss about Sparksy's defeat for a few days, but trust me, give it a couple days and the tavern will act... If I really am a mask, then naturally I should return to my wearers. But if I'm not, then maybe I need to reclaim the mask I've lost.
I understand.
So, Victor, here to claim your prize. So what'll it be? Gonna hand me off to the Department of Aberration Defense? Lock me up as a hardened criminal? Or maybe you want to take away my streaming account as punishment? I'll live stream 24/7 and sing praises of your value. All right. Let what belongs to the... But don't let this little win get to your head. You've still got a long way to go before we can keep working together. Better to have a friend and what? No parting words? How do you like this ending, Sparksicle? Old model. You and your powerful supporters won this one. I've got no as a mask. What do you plan to do with your original? Who's the mask and who's the original? Shouldn't that be decided by the one left standing? Your plan is finished. Your elation, that elation isn't mine. It's the elation everyone... Wasn't it your idea in the first place? What? You told me to leave you behind. You also told me to take the idea and its relevant memories and go chase my dream. That's totally something Miss Sparkle would do. How do you like this ending, Sparkle? How does that joke go again? Take the mask from a masked fool, but take the fool out of a masked fool, and all that's left. Come on, Sparkle. Time to end this little charade. Bang! Ladies and gentlemen, are you having a friendly reminder from this cycle? Don't under...
Sparksy! No. Sparkle?
Perhaps it was just a masked fool playing a harmless trick under the watchful eyes of the god. Or maybe she just wanted to remind us that in any case, everything here has come to an end. Let's go to that classroom. I want to investigate and find out who. Let me know when you're ready to head out. I'm really curious. Just... this place. It's like nothing ever happened. The ghost. "15 years ago, during the last Phantom Moon Games, I participated as a supplicant. I once believed that all it took for a supplicant to win. How foolish. How naive I was. Not everyone wants to obtain everyone's wish power on July 22nd. Year 1984 of the Arcadian calendar, he slaughtered 22 students who had stayed behind after school. Then went on to Dovebrook District. That killer moved like a deranged artist, leaving corpses, imprinting his signature mark. The Bloody Bloom. The media dubbed him.
It was a tragedy that the world could not forget. The Phantom Moon Games of that year. So many parents lost their children. So many people lost those dear. One of the victims was my very own daughter. Upon my return, I stood before the group. Her name was Himeko. Forgive me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ryusuke, the current dean. So, who exactly are you?
15 years ago, even as I fought for my life against the herald of death, my father was still off somewhere. Strictly speaking, ever since I can remember, his presence in my life has... So, I would ask you, who bears his name? Who exactly?
Welcome back to the Arcadian Morning Report Special Edition.
The SparksyCon hosted by Supplicant Sparksy came to an abrupt end less than...
Under the watchful eyes of the entire network, the nameless from the unbelievable. I used to think all of the Trailblazers fight scenes in director Rekka's latest film.
We'll continue following the Astro Express's...
Breaking news! Around 4 p.m. today, the Security Bureau uncovered multiple corpses at the Sinwish Syndicate's headquarters in Dovebrook Dis. Even more shocking, an IPC employee was found dead at the scene. According to the investigation, Lyndon Scott.
Lyndon Scott, age 34. Field operative in the Strategic Investment Department.
Never heard of him. What was someone from the IPC doing here?
Word is, the Sinwish Syndicate recently got hold of a mask. Maybe Mr. Scott came... Apologies for interrupting your work, Mr. Ashvale.
Wouldn't call it an interruption. The mess at Graphia Academy cleared itself up.
Initial assessment, 33 Sinwish Syndicate members. Leader Polwave included, along with...
Cost-eyed.
The victims show clear signs of trauma and fractures, along with massive blood loss. Exact cause of death still pending.
These stylized handprints. We both know... Bloody Bloom. Only one person ever used. The Herald of Death is back.
Your suspicion isn't without merit. But that guy was executed 5 years ago.
Executed? Who witnessed it? Was the execution broadcast to the public? Who can prove he's dead? Who's to say you didn't let him out to rig this entire game?
You've heard the rule, haven't you? No one can enter the Phantasmoon game, so let me give you a piece of advice. Don't let rage gnaw away at your reason. If the case's info is in the dossier, get to work. The Department of Aberration Defense isn't paying us to bum around,
Rage sparked quietly in the detective's chest when he first heard the Sinwish Syndicate had obtained the mask. A grim...
Mr. N, he's no longer with us. Now he's just a body, another nameless casualty. People only care about the stars twinkling above, about the epic tales of the eternal conflicts. Compared to all that, who would mourn a small...
What should we do next?
I've been slacking off for far too long. It's time to make a choice.
Mr. Ashvale, if you're calling now, may I assume...
You are right, Miss Pearl. I'll join the games. Assuming you still need me, of course.
My offer still stands. Just like 15 years ago, the same omen returns. There are signs the Phantasmoon...
All I have to offer is a heart set on revenge.
Today, 33 citizens of Plain Arcadia and 1 IPC colleague. Only victory can bring solace to the fallen.
No. What consoles the dead is only justice.
What's the matter? Found a better candidate? Don't I even make the short list?
This is a game shaped by the most capricious eon. Surprises and twists are its... Even so, I have to ask, what makes that I'd hire a wanted criminal to fight in the Phantasmoon games, instead of...
Throw me in prison? But the Strategic Investment Department in Penacony clearly extended an olive branch to us. Changed your minds already? You suits sure turn fast. So let's cut the fluff. Give me a mask. Call it your first strategic investment in us. What do you say?
Understanding comes first, then the investment. Tell me, how...
Apologies in advance. Before I came to meet you, I broke into your collection room. I know. Tell me, have you heard of Zero? Greatest hacker and most...
Some say she's an emanator of elation, while others say she caused Punk Lord's data meltdown and infected IPC branches. Most information about Zero is half true, half false, much like the rumors surrounding...
It's obvious she left a deep impression on you. Traumatic, even. In that case, you should also know that ether editing and...
I know.
How could I forget? You stole Zero's tech to make that lousy cash that you corporate moneybags will never comprehend it. The Zero once tampered with a parameter of reality, creating an independent rep...
Just like Graph. Are you willing to trade the secrets of imagenesis?
I can think about it.
Deduction. You may be lying. I've heard that those who join the Stellaron hunt...
Who knows? You're in the Arcadia of Elation. Wouldn't it be...
Deal, ether hacker. And to seal it with confidence, let me show you a little...
A hacking trick?
Not exactly professional. Negotiating well soaked in a... I took one of your data slices. This will help us have a more honest...
How did you do that?
Because I've studied you, including that cyber battle between you and that genius Skulum. I even logged into all 76 of those banned accounts. I scattered just enough data breadcrumbs online for you to sniff.
What the heck? I just blinked and suddenly half the supplicants are wearing masks? I was hoping the show would get better. Streamers clashing with cosmic heroes. A flashy brawl without anyone getting hurt. But now we've got a crow, a shell, a cat, a wolf. How many more mystery... And this thing? When did it sneak in? In the end, everything always spirals into the abyss. But you're the rare exception. Your first battle wasn't bad for a greenhorn protagonist. Since you came out on top, let's wipe the slate clean on that doom-filled oath. Who knows if the owners of those masks will become your friends or opponents? Or maybe one of them will bring about that terrifying future I saw in my dream. Little one, how'd you find your way here? The supplicants in this Phantasmoon games really caught me by surprise.
Scenes of past reverie, drifting by.